Welcome students. Our next topic is potentiometer. This is very important question, and in every exam and every time and every year this question asks. Potentiometer, very important question. So see the definition of potentiometer. It is the device have a number of wire. Note down the point. It is the device made by number of wires, have a infinite resistance, number of wire have a infinite resistance, equivalent to ideal voltmeter, by which potential difference and EMF of cell could be detected is called potentiometer. It is the device made by number of wire, have a infinite resistance, equivalent to ideal voltmeter. Number of times this question asks, there is a basic difference between potentiometer and voltmeter. Voltmeter only measure the potential difference between 2 points, while potentiometer measure the potential difference as well as EMF as well as internal resistance, and it is based on null deflection. Potentiometer is based on null deflection, while voltmeter is based on deflection. This is the basic difference between them. So it is the device made by number of wire, have a infinite resistance, equivalent to ideal voltmeter, by which potential difference and EMF of cell could be detected, is called potentiometer. Okay, now see the structure of potentiometer and its principle. It is no doubt it is made by number of wire. Why number of wire are used, I will tell later. 10 wires are there, each wire have a 1 meter. Scaling is there. This point is A, this point is B. Between A and B there are common point, battery, rheostat and key. All time these are connected. This is battery B, rheostat RH and key. These wires are interconnected to each other. On same board, number of wire are round up as like this, because 10 meter wire, mostly we use 10 meter wire. Okay, so between A and B 1 meter, 10 wire are there. In this way there will be 10 meter wire, and we have to connect the cell of battery. You turn on cell of battery, which EMF could be find out. This is the galvanometer and this is the jockey J. This is the structure of potentiometer. It is made by number of wire, have an infinite resistance, based on null deflection. This is the cell EMF. The EMF of cell is what? E, and by which we can find out the EMF of cell. That is called potentiometer. When jockey is slide from A to B, we will slide the jockey from A to B until null deflection. Let's suppose at J point, length of wire is what? This length is what? L, and we are getting null deflection. It means the galvanometer deflection is 0. Then you have to stop, and the answer is very clear. V equal to Ri. This is principle of potentiometer. V equal to R equal to rho L upon A into I. V R equal to rho L upon A into I. So see there, all wires are connected in series. So current will constant. Very easy. All wire have a same thickness, so area will same. All are made by same materials, so rho will be same. It means these quantity remains constant. Are you getting the point? These quantity remains constant. What is only changing? Length is going to change. Only remaining quantity constant, rho I upon A equal to K. So in the place of V, we can put the E, because E is the EMF of potentiometer. So we will get formula E equal to KL. This is very important formula. E equal to KL, where K is called potential gradient. And the formula become very important formula. E equal to KL, and you better know when length is going to change, EMF will change. If you are getting null deflection here, its EMF is more. And for condition battery B should be greater than E. You will get the null deflection if and only if the value, let's suppose cell have a EMF 1.5. Any cell have a EMF 1.5 volt and you have applied a battery 1.4 volt. So it will never show the null deflection. It will never become zero. It means if it is 1.5, so it should be larger and we can take it to volt. It's okay now? All time B should be greater than E. So the principle of potentiometer, there is a voltage drop from A to B when constant current drawn through uniform area cross section of wire, then voltage drop according to length. As soon as you move from A to B, there will be the voltage drop from A to B. This is called principle of potentiometer. It is when constant current drawn through uniform area cross section of wire, then voltage drop from A to B, and we will get the formula E equal to KL. Very, very important formula. This is formula for potentiometer. E equal to KL, where K is called potential gradient. Okay. Many times that question asks why number of wire used. So no doubt, if formula E equal to KL, so K equal to E upon L. Note down the point. Why we use number of wire? Why we use long wire? If length is more, keep in mind, if length is more, K will less. When length is more, potential gradient will less and the potentiometer become very sensitive. Note down the point. Why we use number of wire? When we use number of wire, L increases, K decreases, and the potentiometer which have a minimum K, that is called very ideal potentiometer. It means it increases the sensitivity of potentiometer. So number of wire used, L increases, K decreases, and potentiometer become very sensitive. This is the reason behind which we use number of wire. Okay, so no doubt very easy method. When we slide the jockey from A to B, and we will continue until null deflection. You better know it is based on null deflection. When deflection of galvanometer becomes zero, you have to stop there, and you better know L and K is given, directly you can get the EMF of the cell. With the help of K and L you will measure by deflection of null deflection, and if K is known, L is known, you can get the value of what? T. So this is all about your potentiometer. What are the structure of potentiometer, what are the principle of potentiometer, and how it works. Working is very easy. You have to slide the jockey from A to B until null deflection. Where you got null deflection, you stop there. Let's suppose this wire is 100 centimeter and you are getting here at 40, so it become 140. So L become 140 centimeter, and directly you will, it means 1.4 meter, and if you put the value K and L, you can get the very easy way answer. Okay, so this is all about your potentiometer and the discussion about why we use number of wire. This is first point. Second point, many times that question asks how you can say that potentiometer is super than voltmeter. Very, very important question. Potentiometer is super than voltmeter. So see, there are some facts. Voltmeter and potentiometer. Voltmeter is based on null deflection. Sorry, voltmeter is based on deflection. You better know in 10th level you have to measure the voltmeter reading. So for voltmeter reading you need least count, which could be make the error. So it is based on deflection, while potentiometer is based on null deflection. You have to slide until we get the data and get zero. So there is a less probability of error. So it is based on deflection, potentiometer is based on null deflection. Voltmeter, potentiometer is equivalent to ideal voltmeter. Very, very important point. Potentiometer is equivalent to ideal voltmeter. Hence, potentiometer is super than voltmeter. Potentiometer is super than voltmeter. Next, by potentiometer, we can compare the EMF of cell and internal resistance. They are the qualities of potentiometer, not voltmeter. By potentiometer, we can compare the EMF of cell as well as internal resistance, while by not voltmeter. So it is based on deflection, so there is a probability of error. It is based on null deflection, so there is very less probability. It is equal to ideal voltmeter. You better know potentiometer is based on ideal voltmeter. Next, by it we can measure the EMF of cell and internal resistance. Just now we will discuss. While by voltmeter we can't do so. So this is all about superiority of potentiometer over voltmeter. Okay. So this is all about your potentiometer introduction, and formula is become E equal to KL. Next, its application. So there are two applications. Number one, to compare the EMF of cell. To compare the EMF of cell. So simply we will trace the potentiometer. Let's suppose this is potentiometer, battery, only one wire I am using here, key. If you want, you can use 10 wire. This is point A and this is point B. This point is common, and we apply two cell, because for comparison two cell you need two cell are there. Let's suppose their EMF is E1 and its EMF is what, E2, and they are connected by two-way key, K1, another K is what, K2. From mid we apply the galvanometer and what, come on, jockey. K1, K2, two keys are there. EMF is E1, E2 connected between A and one galvanometer and jockey. Okay, so this is the structure of what, to compare the EMF of cell. Normally we use Leclanché and Daniell cell. E1 is Leclanché and E2 is Daniell cell. Okay, first what we'll do, procedure is very easy. First be on the K1, very easy. First be on the K1 and off the K2. K2 is off. So cell E1 is connected through galvanometer and slide from A to B until null deflection. Very easy. You will off the K2, it means E2 will not work, only E1 will work, and slide from A to B. Let's suppose at J, and length become what, L1. At L1 deflection becomes 0. We have to stop there. The formula become E1 is equal to KL1. Very easy. At L1 length you got null deflection, it means E1 is equal to KL1. Equation number first. Are you getting the point? Second, now be off the K1 and on the K2. When you on the K2, then E2 will connect it, and let's suppose at J dash some point is there. There will be, it will be before or it could be after. Let's suppose at J dash deflection turns 0 and this length is L2. So what we get? E2 is equal to KL2. Equation number second. Very easy. First be on the K1, slide for null deflection. Length is L1. So formula V is equal to KL. So E1 is equal to KL1. When E2 is on, at J dash it becomes 0, length is L2, E2 is equal to KL2, divide first into second, K cancel, we will get answer E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. Very easy way. L1, L2, you will get the L1, L2 from here, L1 and L2, so you can compare the E1 upon E2. This is the compare the EMF of the cell. This is the application of potentiometer to compare the EMF of the cell. Okay, one more application is there, last application, to find the internal resistance. This is the last one and I think chapter will over. To find the second application, to find the this is a small r. So again same diagram, this is the potentiometer, battery, rheostat and key. This will be common. Battery B, rheostat RH, key is there. You have to apply the cell and one resistance box, RB resistance box. Put a key here also, and this is galvanometer and jockey. This point is A and this point is B. The EMF of cell is what? Very easy. This is the structure. Resistance box means capital R. Resistance box, it provides the external resistance. First, so see the process. First be off the key, and slide the jockey from A to B. Let's suppose this length is L1 where you got null deflection. Only is working, not resistance box, because you have to put off. So what we get? Length is L1. At J you are getting null deflection. So what we get here? Very easy. E is equal to KL1. Just I thought E is equal to KL1. Okay, now we put on the key will on, and you applied some resistance as like 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 ohm. What you want you can apply, 2, 3, 4, so on. Okay, and again slide for null deflection. And let's suppose at J dash here you are getting null deflection at length L2. It will be before, because parallel combination resistance decreases, length decreases, so length become less. At L2 it shows the null deflection, then it become V is equal to not E, because parallel resistance is provide the potential difference. Okay, so V is equal to KL2. You will put on the key, applied some external resistance, It means capital R will work there, and again slide from A to B until null deflection. Let's suppose at L2 it becomes 0. So formula V is equal to KL2. Divide K cancel. What we get? E upon V is equal to L1 upon L2. So we know the formula. Small r is equal to capital R E upon V minus 1. Previously I taught this. So E upon V become L1 upon L2. So what formula become? Small r is equal to capital R L1 upon L2, L1 upon L2 minus 1. See there how easy. Capital R is known, L1 is known, L2 is known. You can find the small r. Small r is the internal resistance. So this is the basic idea to find the internal resistance of cell by potentiometer. Okay, that's all for today.